After so long, the third chapter of Poppy Playtime has arrived, and it brings with it several disturbing stories. Besides, it introduces us to a new antagonist, Catnap, so you need to create 3 versions of this character with Clay. And also, I will be telling you more about him and narrating a summary of this amazing chapter, so get comfortable and enjoy this video. Catnap, otherwise known as Experiment 1188, or previously Theodore Granville, is the main antagonist of the third chapter of Poppy Playtime. Theodore Granville was an orphan who becomes Catnap as part of the Bigger Bodies initiative. His name was first mentioned in the transcript submission document. According to documents found in the ARG, Theodore was a troubled orphan who attracted the concern of his advisors, since Joel Sinclair initially assumed that Theo's friend was not real. It is implied that he had no other friend in Home Sweet Home. Based on his interactions with the counselors and subsequent events, Theo is a master at stealth and covering his tracks, being able to steal a grab pack, escape Home Sweet Home at night without being caught by security, and break into Joel's office during his lunch hour. When Playtime Co. was still active, Theo gained notoriety among the staff for his connection to an imaginary friend who seemed to encourage him to sabotage Playtime Co. In the Chapter 3 Intractable ARG, Theodore's drawing depicted him in purple, sitting on his bed while a skeletal arm emerged from underneath. This drawing revealed that Theodore's imaginary companion was in fact the prototype. One day, Theodore received instructions from 1006 to open a maintenance door in Playcare using a leftover grab pack and a green grab pack hand. Following the prototype's guidance, Theodore attempted to open the door, maybe with 1006's intentions of allowing the orphans to escape. However, due to his young age and lack of understanding on how to operate the grab pack, Theodore ended up getting electrocuted by the green grab pack hand and needed immediate medical attention. Joel Sinclair and Thomas Clark, upon hearing about the incident, concluded in a phone conversation that Theodore's imaginary friend was responsible. They specifically mentioned that the maintenance door required 2 people to operate. Thomas himself claimed to have seen Theodore's imaginary friend. Despite Theodore's injury, the action prompted by his imaginary friend continued, leading to Theodore becoming a potential candidate to possess the Bigger Bodies version of Catnap. Like Boxy Boo, Catnap was created with a specialized goal in mind: to oversee Playcare and prevent any orphans from escaping the place, an ironic fate for Theodore. Several candidates were considered to control Catnap, but Theodore Granville was the final candidate, and he became Playcare's guardian. Going back to the game, it starts with a Catnap animation, and it is far from being very appealing to children and parents, as it is very disturbing. When it ends, a new cast begins, in which the presenter mentions that many parents have reported that the Catnap doll has been causing strange and violent nightmares to children. He also mentions that because of this, Playtime Co. has decided to recollect Catnap toys from the Smiling Critters line. But the presenter ends the newscast by mentioning that no child is safe with Catnap, and so that's how this incredible third chapter begins. After the train wreckage of the previous chapter, we wake up and a creature is dragging us down a dark hallway. This creature throws us down a pipe, but when we turn around, we catch a glimpse of the creature and realize that it is Catnap in its monstrous form. The pipe in which Catnap threw us takes us directly onto the trash compactor, and we must escape from there. If we don't, some gate will crush us. When we escape from there and advance a little more through the factory, we will arrive to our room, where we will find a blue tape. When we play it, we will hear a kind of interrogation to Mrs. Harper. She explains that after Catnap expelled the red gas for the children to sleep, they began to hear many terrifying screams and a colorless creature appeared. After the tape ends, we must use 2 batteries to get out of the place, and as we advance, we will hear that a phone is ringing. When we answer it, we will realize that it is a child who seems to want to help us escape from that place. He also mentions that the nursery is the home of Catnap, and that before there were 8 smiling critters. Now there is only 1 left, and it is Catnap. The nursery is his church, his hunting grounds, or whatever he wants it to be. The child, or whatever that speaks to us, mentions that we must continue advancing, and that his name is Ollie. We will arrive at a cable car, and we have to get on it. This will start to advance, and a recording will be played on the TV that is at the top of the cable car. In this recording, we hear the voice of Elliot Ludwig. He mentions that the only thing he wants is to make the children smile and live without fear. The cable car will take us to the nursery, and as soon as we get there, Ollie will talk to us to mention that the children used to live there, but now everything is destroyed, besides giving us the instructions to go to the statues in the center of the room. Then we have to go downstairs. When we arrive, we will take a key and go to a door that is next to the cable car. When we enter, we will find a long corridor that will take us to the gas production area, the heart of the evil nursery system. The next objective is to divert the gas, better known as red smoke, to the left to trap Catnap. In this area, we will get the grab pack 2.0, which will help us to divert the gas to the other container. And just when it is being diverted, someone cuts the power of the place, so Ollie sends us to activate the backup generator. So we have to get to the area of Home Sweet Home. When we get there, we will find a house, and when we enter, we will find some stairs that will take us downstairs. When we get to this floor, there will be a door, and when we open it, we will see that the room is full of red smoke, so we must hurry and continue moving towards the other floor below. Then, a radio will start playing, and the announcer mentions that the local authorities reported that the body of a child was found in the state of the late Elliot Ludwig, the toy manufacturer and founder of Playtime Company. It is also mentioned that the bones of the victim were desecrated, so it is unknown if this extraction was the cause of death. As we continue advancing, we will find a small room. There will also be a TV, and we have to play a tape. We will begin to hear the voice of a worker who starts being very friendly, but as the tape progresses, the worker becomes more hostile. After, from the TV, Huggy Wuggy will come out and start chasing us, but all this was a hallucination caused by the red smoke. When we wake up, we will have to continue advancing through the place, and we will find several things, like a gas mask and Kissy Missy, but she won't do anything to us. Now, we have to get out of that house, but just when we get out, Kissy Missy catches us, and just when she is going to attack us, Poppy arrives to save us. She is not our enemy, and she wants to help us defeat the prototype. The next thing to do is to restore the energy of the gas production area. To do this, we have to go back to the house in the Home Sweet Home area. There, we will find a high energy cable near the entrance, so we have to connect it under the statue. Once we do this, we have to connect the other backup generators in the other zones. As we advance further, we will finally come face to face with Catnap, and he will shoot us down, and the red smoke in the area will start to affect us. And when we wake up, we have to go for a big battery and take it to the gas production area to be able to get out of that place. But just when we are going to place the battery, Catnap appears again, and we have to escape from him using an elevator that will take us upstairs. When we arrive, we will have to place some batteries, but for now, we have to avoid Catnap to reach us, so we must be attentive to spray him steam to prevent him from approaching. When we place all of them, the core will recharge, and we have to use the grab pack to use electricity, recharge it in one hand, and throw it to Catnap. When we throw it at him, he will start to get electrocuted and try to use his red smoke against us, but it will only cause him to burn completely. And finally, the hand of the prototype will appear, so Catnap quickly rushes to worship him, but the prototype kills him, fitting his sharp hand in Catnap's mouth, thus ending the antagonist of this third and incredible chapter. This has been all for the moment. I hope you like the 3 versions of Catnap. Comment which one was your favorite. If you want me to make more characters of this chapter, let me know in the comments. Also, I invite you to subscribe and leave your like. With this, you support me a lot. Greetings, take care, and see you in the next video.